Ready?
Visions of Mana dropped a demo, and this is one of my most anticipated games to play since its announcement, and I played the demo on PC. I do need to say, this demo is a good demo, in terms of showing you a great sample of everything the game has to offer. There's a lot of combat, a lot of exploration, some drops of story, side quests, a good amount of menu operation in terms of setting skills, changing classes and equipment, and using items. It's what a demo should be, and I honestly think all RPG demos need to offer the amount of content this one provides. I'm not going to go into anything story related as there's not much context provided with what is going on. I really just want to mainly focus on combat and some exploration, and then I'll drop some other random stuff I encountered and comment on it. But let's dive into the combat. Visions of Mana is a simple combat system on paper. You have two attack buttons, one is your basic attack, the other is a special attack. You can use various combos by either mashing the basic attack or mix it up and include the special attack at the end, so for example, hitting the basic attack 3 times and then the special attack. At first, it really just reminded me of Trials of Mana, nothing really deep, which is fine, until two things happen. First, I switched Val's class to Aegis, and second, I stopped being an idiot and remembered there was a fucking jump button. This is when I discovered that classes have a way to launch the enemy in the air, and then you could follow up with the jump attack combo to continue your combo string. So as the Aegis class, I could do a basic attack string, mash my special attack to launch, then jump, do another basic attack string, and then end with an air special. I kind of paused when I finally discovered this and realized that this might be the first Mana game I've played that is actually attempting a more than shallow combat system. A Mana game didn't have to do this. I've been completely satisfied with the series' simplicity, and I'm not saying the combat has super depth or anything, but there is most definitely more than meets the eye. Combat is complemented by a few more actions like the Vessel combat ability. Vessels are the elemental spirits we know and love from the Mana series, but each one has a unique combat action. For example, Luna will create a field to slow down time for enemies, which will allow you to straight up wail on them. You have a gauge to fill to unleash a super attack, and spells to use. This started to turn the gears in my mind in terms of combo strings. Like, what's the optimal way to activate Luna during a combo to continue my onslaught? Or is there a way to generate an infinite combo loop? These are things about combat that I love. Unfortunately, the game itself prevents this mindset, which isn't a super bad thing, but it is annoying. First off, you have AI party members, and even though you can adjust their strategies, they're going to interrupt the combos you're trying to do, it's just going to happen. Second, there are special enemies that have to get hit a certain amount of times before you can launch them or knock them down, which is irritating because you'd figured your best combo route would be perfect for tougher enemies, but no. These special enemies will just take your hits and not get staggered or have any hits done, so they'll just beast through you until they've taken enough damage. And third, boss fights. This demo offers one boss fight, and of course, you can't do all your fancy combos at all, which isn't a surprise, but is anyone else sick of this stuff? You spend time learning a combat system and trying to optimize combos and damage, just to be met with an enemy, a boss, or a sub-boss that just says, nah, you ain't doing that shit. I mean, I don't think the most fun from combat should be from the normal mobs. It should actually be better against tougher enemies like sub-bosses or bosses. But instead, it's like it's two different games. You have combat you use against normal enemies, then a totally different way of combat against bosses. I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. The combat in Visions of Mana is fun, but the tease of trying to add some type of depth just for it to be taken away during certain encounters is just disappointing to me, and it's probably because I'm just tired of seeing this in RPGs. But I will say, the cool thing about everything I've shown about the depth in combat is, you don't have to do that stuff. You don't have to optimize and find long combo strings, you can just mash and you'll be fine. So the fact that it can cater to multiple playstyles is pretty cool. Alright, let's talk exploration. This game offers wide open areas with lots of stuff to do. There are the basic side quests to go kill enemies, there's grizzly syrup scattered everywhere to collect, monuments that provide challenges, environmental cues that can help lead to treasures or crossing a dangerous scenario. You got your Peakle wolf mount to traverse faster. It's a lot of fun to run around and see what you can find. You can even fall off the map, which is always entertaining to me, and I really like that you can air dash as many times as you can before you hit the ground. In terms of open world RPGs, everything is actually pretty standard, but I mean, it's first for mana, so what is included is nice. Also, everything looks pretty good. It has that great colorful mana aesthetic. I'm satisfied with what the exploration has to offer, and that we didn't get something like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's simple, looks good, feels fine, and does everything it needs to do. Now, I do have a big concern, and that's with the performance and optimization for PC, because this demo did crash on me once. And I know, it's a demo, better happens here than in-game, but I swear, getting a game on PC from Square feels like a crapshoot. Sometimes it'll be fine, but more often than not, you'll get issues. Starting with the game crash, there's a part where you can activate a wind current that will shoot you high up in the air. I activated it and nothing happened. I jumped around, I jumped into it, nothing was working. I thought maybe I missed something on the tutorial pop-up, so I tried to view it in the menu, but only the sub-menu would appear when I had hit start. I legit stopped my recording, went to the footage, read the tutorial pop-up, and it did not help. So I was only left to assume it was a bug, went to reload, and then the game crashed. After rebooting, the updraft worked and everything was fine, but it was 10 minutes of just what the fuck is going on. It's stuff like this that makes me worry. I remember playing the Secret of Mana remake on launch and the game crashing like every 2 hours. So there's definitely some PTSD when it comes to modern Mana games and getting modern games on PC from Square. Also, during cutscenes, the FPS dropped. I don't know why it dropped, the quality dropped. In-game, everything is very smooth, but then the quality just dips during cutscenes. I'm hoping it's just because it's the demo. So that's all I really wanted to talk about in regards to the Visions of Mana demo. Overall, I liked it. I'm definitely going to get the full game. I'm excited to play more of it and just go on a colorful adventure. Have you played the Visions of Mana demo? What did you think of it? Feel free to share your thoughts. Thank you for watching.